Hey Pisces, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are well. Pisces, you have the Siren and Kairos, the unseen, the underworld, and the mountain. Pisces. Whew. I feel like there's just this idea of really longing for something. And feeling like it was out of your reach because you hadn't really totally acquired a full understanding of your value, right? Because the mountain is the idea that you can go within and that's where the treasure lies. And the underworld is just kind of like ick, ick, yuck, yuck. And sometimes in order to get to the good, you got to go through the bad. And that's what this feels like, right? It feels like this idea of, in order to get to where it is that I know I want to be, I'm going to have to go through some gnarly things. And I'm going to need to pay attention, read between the lines, read the lines, between the lines, around the lines, cliff notes, all of those things, in order to get to where it is that I want to be. It's like a journey. Okay, Pisces. Hope y'all are doing well. I'll make my little pitch. Support indigenous businesses. Natives are still here, worthy of our protection. A beautiful culture. One that we have a lot to learn from still. So there's that. All right, Pisces. Pisces. Yes, I think. So going through the bad to find the good, right? Having to face your fears. Because sometimes when you're going through the bad, it's kind of really hard to see where that good is, right? Like, I know, one of my friends, she's Pisces rising, and God, I adore her, but she's always practicing, like gratitude, and even when it's like, I don't know why, why this is all happening, or why things are going the way that they're going, but I know that I need to continue moving forward because I set out with an intention and I need to see it through so that I can find the value in this, so that I can become more valuable, so that I can continue to pursue what it is that sincerely calls to me. I think acquiring a great level of understanding that allows you to move forward toward either a relationship or a new job or something, but you're coming into it, I think, as like a more evolved version of yourself because you've been willing to go into the dark to uncover the treasure, go explore the bad to find the good. We can't be afraid of our shadows, and I think that's something that you guys have been, avoiding the idea of integration. If you haven't been avoiding the idea of integration, then I think maybe it's one of those things where you're just, I don't know, I think about like climbing down a hill or up a hill, like I'm terrified of heights, but it doesn't stop me from doing it. It just means that I go really slow when I'm going down anything that's really high or up anything that's really high. And I feel like that's kind of that energy of like having to go really slow and just kind of like hold your footing and count your blessings and trust that the path will reveal itself to you, because you have this calling, and I want to say this inner knowing, this inner guidance, like guiding you in the direction. I think of like the call of the siren, and it's just kind of like I can hear it and I need to like find my way to it. And I feel like that's kind of the energy that you guys are in right now, is it's like I can hear it, like can I find my way to it? And I feel like the answer to that is yes. And I feel like the answer to that is yes because you weren't afraid to face the parts of you that you might have, I won't say you weren't afraid, you faced your fears to face the part of yourself that you didn't want to have to face, but you needed to face in order to really uncover the value at hand, right? Okay, Pisces. Whew. What else can we get for y'all? The King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like, again, it's just this idea of like, I've got to focus, I've got to take this journey, I've got to not be afraid, you know what I mean? Like, I've got to really dedicate myself to this so that when the time comes for me to set off in this direction, I will be able to stand in both truth and love, right? Because Pisces, I feel like a lot of this, like what's been going on, is just uncovering your subconscious behaviors. I mean, that's all of us, really. But for you all, you know, I feel like it's just a different energy. It's a different vibe because Pisces are it's such an ethereal sign, right? You're in and out and all around, and you know, can like experience and understand a lot of different things from a lot of different perspectives because you're able to more. You're able to see things through other people's eyes more clearly, right? You're able to embody another person's experience. But then that being an issue because like I'm always embodying everybody else's experience, and how do I know what's mine and what's theirs? And you know what I mean? Just kind of like having to distinguish these things so that instead of trying to manipulate situations into, and I say manipulate, I don't mean that necessarily as a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, again, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, if we have an idea, then sometimes we'll try to fit people or places or circumstances into that idea instead of allowing for it to just be what it is, you know, like maybe it's just an experience. Maybe it's just, you know, like I needed to learn these lessons and and I needed this person to mirror me back to me so that I could see where it was that I needed to grow. So that I can go in the direction that I need to go, right? I mean, I feel like maybe it's as simple as that, right? Which isn't really simple, but you know what I mean. All right, Pisces. Let's see what else we can get for y'all. Whoa. Queen of Wands. Well, I mean, I do feel like a sense of empowerment here, Pisces. I feel like you're ready to start moving forward with a better understanding of yourself. You know, you're ready to be honest with yourself and with others, you know, and to act from a place of love, rather than allowing your subconscious to, you know, like dictate your interactions, right? Sometimes when we're in survival mode, we can't. Because we just, like, again, it's called survival mode because you're on survival mode. You can't do anything but just survive. And I feel like you've been working really hard to come out of that, you know, trying to find the value in it all, uncover yourself a little bit more through all of the muck and mire that you've had to, you know, kind of go through, whether it's self-inflicted or externally inflicted. You know what I mean? Probably a little bit of both. But with movement, and I think I feel like you're not to that, you haven't reached this thing yet, but I feel like it's calling to you more. I feel like the calling has gotten stronger. The calling to whatever it is that you're trying to go towards. And I feel like a level of preparation, like you're more ready for it now. And so the more ready you get, the louder it becomes, to the point where you're just like overpowered with this like need to go in a direction. The seed, yeah, because it's I feel like it's the uncovering of what it is that you have been trying to accomplish, you know, like what it is that's been planted in your soul that you like, you couldn't nourish it because it wasn't in good soil. And so you had to take it deeper. You had to figure out like where will it grow and how will it grow well. And, you know, and you're the garden, right? You're the one that it's growing in, and trying to do these things. And I feel like you're, I don't know, it sounds like really dramatic, but like, it's like finding the promised land, finding the land where you can plant your seed, you know, being called by the sirens to, you know, like take you in the direction that you need to go to plant the seed of who you are and watch it flourish. I fucking love that, Pisces. I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if it does, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.